that is outside. This is Wild Wild Rec. So correct me if I'm wrong, the lunges and burpees are inside, or are they still outside? They're inside, okay. So, and the athletes will start just behind the barn?
Yeah, so we're going to have them start outside. We didn't want people just slamming into each other at the end there.
Okay.
So they'll start and finish on a small mat outside the barn, but when they come back from the run, that first run, they will go inside to do their work.
Yep. So, again, starting outside, all right, you don't have to follow your team. They're just running. You'll be able to visually see them.
We'll have some people on the other end.
Yeah, you'll be able to see
where they'll
them
pick up their
run
bags.
200 meters. Yeah. So they're just going to run straight into a field. They're going to run to a pile of sandbags, right? Each of your two athletes from your team pick up the sandbags. 2 of them don't have to pick it up. 2 of them do. It doesn't matter who it is. Now, if you look at your scorecard, it is designated 200 meters. This is WOD number 3, Wild Wild Red. So that top left box, 200 meters, you are watching them go down. Okay, they're there. They picked up the sandbag. That's the check mark. Okay, they've got there's 4 of them. 2 of them have the bags. They're running back. Here they go. Once they come inside the barn, they set their bags on their specific mat where you're designating them to put it. That's the next check mark. Okay. Now at this point inside, right, they have 100 lunges with the bags. So it's 2 people work at a time. Okay. So from there, it doesn't matter what 2 individuals are working, or does it? It doesn't. Yeah. So again, you've got a 50 and a 35-pound bag. So if 2 guys want to go together and the 2 girls rest and they want to work together, that's fine. Okay. So
Make sure they come back with those 2 weight increments, though.
Yeah, they've got to come back with the 2 bags.
Maybe tell them that before they start.
Can't be 2 35 bags. Can't be 2 50-pound bags. So if they do, you're going to be mad chaos trying to find those bags. So at that point, there'll be 2 separate piles, so they'll know where to choose from. Okay. Now the lunges.
And they're getting like instructions before this stuff, right?
Yes. We'll be an athlete briefing.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll let them know and have an athlete briefing and things like that.
That's just a key point to tell them. Yeah.
Yeah. But you'll be
just key points to remind them. Get the right bag. Don't drop your barbells, things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as they hear 3, 2, 1.
So, yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. They all forget it all. So at the end of the day, they're gonna look at you and be like, "What do I do next?" And you're gonna be like,
And with each heat, you'll kind of pick up little things to tell the teams that teams beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 50, 35 when they're out there, so their line will have each thing.
Yeah, but again, just small things to consider. Teams will try to get away with things, especially towards the end of the day, as everybody's tired. I'm like, I just want to get through this. I want my team to win, and I want to win at any cost. Like, that's gonna be the biggest thing, right? Teams will do anything to win at the end of the day. All right. So when you come in, 2 people work at the same time. Synchro lunges. One person holds the bag, the other person holds the bag. At the end of the day, as long as that bag is off the floor, most likely, as long as it's on the shoulders, right? Obviously, we don't want it like hanging down. We want to try to keep it probably above waist level. So anything above waist level, whether they bear hug it, whether they cross arm hold it, whether they hold it on their shoulder, it is a bag that has 2 straps on it. So they may have to, some of them may throw it on their back and hold it like this. Probably going to be what you see the most. But it is a synchro step lunge, right? So we both go down together, both knees touch. So you got to make sure you can visually see both knees. Remember that bag, if they're doing it like this, what I've seen in the past is they'll try to rest that bag on the thighs to take weight off their shoulders, and then they'll step up and they'll try to rest the bag on the leg. So make sure that bag, if it's like this, it's not resting on that leg. Okay, so that's why it's like, hey, anything on the shoulders is probably good to go, but if they're holding it in front, like bear hug style, just make sure they're not resting that bag on their leg as they're lunging and stepping up. Okay.
Same knee touching, or does it matter?
I don't think so. I think it's too hard with just.
Yeah, it's a lot to try to focus
just
on.
As long as they're down at the same time.
On down and up together.
Okay.
I will say they need to be step forward, because last year when we had lunges, some people were dropping back, so it has to be step forward.
So to the same, yeah. So like if Amy and I are going, so you do reverse, I do forward step.
Yeah,
so if it's like this, tell them no rep, go the same direction, and you want to have quick cues like, hey, same direction, and then they'll go forward. You're like, okay, 1, down and up, 2, stand up all the way, right? You'll have those teams that are like, stay down here the whole time, like stand up all the way, show control, full lockout, and then go to the next
And make sure they're alternating legs each lunge, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Doesn't have to be same leg, but alternate.
Yeah, alternating lunges.
Have to be forward, or
Sir?
At forward, yes.
Yes, always forward step.
We're
Yeah,
going
always
forward on
stepping.
these.
All right, so again, you've got boxes for every 10 reps. So no matter what pair is out there, there's, okay, first pair, they do 40. Okay, cool, then they end up switching. Okay, the next pair goes through 40, they stop at 70, cool. And then another pair goes out and then goes to 90 and 100. Okay, as long as 2 people are working with the bags, that's fine. They can switch however they want. Okay?
And even if they go halfway, like 75, just mark that in your box and then
Yeah.
continue on that
Yeah.
box until they get to their 80th rep and so
Alright.
on.
Then from there, they have 50 pogo burpees. So the pogo burpee, essentially, like if you guys don't know, like if we have a bag right here and there's another bag on this side. So if Amy's here, so think about like lateral burpees with a barbell, right? You lay down same direction as your barbell. So we go down. If I have a bag right here, as we come up, Amy takes my spot
Yeah.
and she's in the middle.
So I'm here.
So she's
we're
here.
Not,
So
but then we've got to go back over
Yep.
before we go back down.
Yep.
So you're
So
always going
it
to be doing
goes-
your burpees on the same side of the back.
Yeah, so your spot is that spot. So you go over, back, that's one. So burpee together, over, back, that's two. Burpee together, over, back, that's three. So
What-
it's not
what are
like
we
a,
looking
it's
for?
not like a normal lateral burpee where you just count the over. You got to go back and there and back.
On the burpee together, what are we looking for? Just chest on the floor at the
Chest
same
and
time?
thighs.
Chest
Yeah.
and thighs on the floor at the same
Yep.
time. So
Yep.
if you get down there before Amy, just wait on her.
Yep, so kind of like that.
And
So
then
let's
she
do
can
that real
join
quick.
you.
So the same. So Amy's the master burpeer. Like she goes down. So she's like, I'm like breathing heavy, and Amy's like,
She's
go.
already there.
She's like, come on, Nate, let's go.
So I just stay down and
Yep.
then he
And
comes.
then,
Go there
if she
together.
goes up, she can't pogo until I move. So if you go up first, and then here I go.
Struggling.
Yep, and then here we go.
Oh, go
Yep.
back.
Okay, that was one. So if they lag a little bit,
That's okay.
like that's fine, right? Obviously, you're gonna have teams that are like quick, like you'll never see them stand up like this or farther than this. That's fine. They don't have to stand up all the way because they'll just like boom, boom, burpee, boom, boom. Like they'll stay down the whole time. That's fine.
Can they step over scaled and masters?
Scaled and masters can, RX cannot. Now, RX is gonna ride that fine line of like, well, I jumped. Well, I was like, no, you kind of skipped and you kind of just reached one leg over. And so tell them, same thing. They're watching the feet, 2 foot takeoff, 2 foot landing. They know what that is. They do it in the open every year, like up, down. Like as long as you see both feet take off, you'll see some try to do like one of those numbers where it's like crossover step. It's fast, especially if they're staying low and they're doing it really well together. Just be like, hey, 2 foot takeoff. Like try to have them jump with 2 feet, land with 2 feet.
If they miss the pogo, like RX, if they miss the pogo, they just do the pogo again. Is that correct?
They go up, they hit the bag.
Yeah, or they do like a one-legged step over, which RX and Masters can
Go
do.
back- go
You just
back,
want them to
yeah.
go back and do the
Go back and
pogo.
start it again,
They
yeah.
don't have to redo the burpee, correct?
Yeah, just the pogo.
Okay.
Does that
And
make
that's
sense?
that's only 9 teams. So it's going to be most
Yeah.
of our people are going to be able to do the step over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael. Yep. And then once they're done their burpees, 50 reps, they will pick up their bags. Any 2 people pick up the bags, and they have to run all the way back to where they picked up the bags, set them down. That is a checkpoint, and then they're gonna sprint like hell because it's gonna be a bunch of teams probably at the same time racing each other. 1 comes through, 2 comes through, 3 comes through. Here comes the last person, mat time.
And this mat's outside, like where they started. That'll be
Yes.
their finish.
So again, it does not matter who's the fastest, it matters who's the slowest. That's where you put time, okay? So you are counting the last person on that team that touches the mat, all right?
I think that we'll have several teams time capped on this one.
Yep,
this
so
will
they
be
only
fun.
have 12 minutes, so I mean, like we've said, it's gonna be quick. I mean, they're gonna lunge fast, and they're gonna burpee fast, so those lunges, make them stand up, touch the bottom knee. On the burpees, down together, over together, masters and scaled can step over, right? RX has to go jump back and forth, okay? They'll have the finish time, so once that last person hits the mat, stop your stopwatch, look at your clock, write it down. If they did not finish, same thing. Let's say they're in their 30 burpees and they only got 2. Then again, the last completed box was 122 reps. So plus the 2 reps in the 30s, so it's 124 reps. You just write that in there or circle it. Like if you forget, just always circle the last number, the main number of what they did. Okay?
And that's what those numbers are, just a continuous
Yeah.
count
'Cause
through those
even- 'cause
boxes.
Even if they got 2 reps in the 30 burpees, circle it. And even if you write down the wrong number, which might happen because in the moment your adrenaline's up, you write down 140, well then you only wrote 2 here and it's only adding up to 124. Again, we can go find you, tell us what they did, and you'll be like, oh no, that's right. They only got 2 reps here, not this, as far as like that. So always write out or circle the end number in your score sheet up here, okay? Because that will happen at some point.
And Hillary's great about that. And so if you, I mean, she'll find you and
Yep.
get it figured out.
And she would kill you probably.
Pete knows.
Yeah. Okay. Next workout.
That's it for workout 3?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.